football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Ryan Garcia's lawyer, Lupe Valencia. First of all, nice to meet you, Lupe.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. I kind of wanted to pick your brain because, this is a kind of this fight with Tank Davis and Ryan has been years in the making. How were you guys able to put this deal together?
Ryan's wanted this fight for many, many years. I think since I met him, he said, "Lupe, I want to fight Tank Davis." But these mega fights take time to build up. They're both calling each other out. They're both building their status in the world of boxing in and out of the ring. And this was a natural fight to make because these are the two top guys in the sport, and these are the two top guys outside of the sport. They have big fan bases in and out of boxing, and so Davis's team and myself, we have a good relationship, and we had discussions about making the fight, and then we got everybody together who had to be part of it, and we just made it happen. But I think most of the credit goes to Ryan and Davis because they really pushed their respective sides to make it happen. Both of them had the vision that this is a mega fight. So it took a lot of work. It took many months.
Yeah.
I think that from the time that we started the discussions to the time we signed the contract, it was probably 7 months. And there are a lot of bumps in the road. You got different promoters, you got different television networks, you got different managers, you got a lot of moving parts. But
absolutely,
I think when you have people that are determined to do something, it gets done.
Things happen, Yeah, with Ryan being a Golden Boy fighter and Tank being a PBC fighter, what were the politics of that like? Because we always hear about that as fight fans. So from your vantage point, what was that like to as far as overcoming?
Yeah, look, when you have two fighters who want to fight each other, and their representatives recognize the significance of it.
Yeah, the value of the fight.
And when you get people who know what they're doing, they're eventually going to do it. And I think that, his team and myself and the people that work with me, we just knew that we had to do it. And whatever obstacles or politics there was, we set that aside because the most important thing is to make the fight. We owe it to the fighters that we represent to deliver what they've worked for their entire life.
Absolutely.
Okay? And so, there's times where fights don't happen because of politics, but it shouldn't be that way. And, this is an example of what happens when, two young fighters, two superstars are determined to fight each other. And here we are.
No, absolutely. Ryan has this narrative about him out there that, being that he's this pretty boy on social media, but with you being around him, what could you say about Ryan's character that maybe the fans don't get to see?
Well, Ryan became really famous, really popular himself, using social media. That's only one part of it, and a lot of people forget or don't know that he's a 15-time national champion. He's been fighting since he's 7 years old, and he's really a beast inside the ring. I've been in boxing a long time, and when I met Ryan, I would go watch him spar at the gym, and I thought, Jesus Christ, who's this kid? Forget about what he looks like, and forget about social media. When he's in that ring, he's just at a different level. And that's why we're here. The reality is, no matter what people say about him, all you have to do is look at his fights, and he just destroys people. He annihilates people. So he's a superstar in his own right in the sport of boxing. Outside of the ring, he's a superstar also. But that's his own creation and his own ideas because, he's a multi-dimensional person.
Even
this
whole setup I heard today was his idea.
Ryan wanted to do something different. He didn't want to do the same thing. It's just like everything else he does in his life. He's innovative. He wants to do things different. He said, "Hey, let's do it at some beautiful mansion in the hills," and here we are. And I think after today's press day, more people are going to want to do it. It's such a beautiful thing.
No, it's gorgeous. I love it. But I don't want to hold you too much longer, Lupe. But is there any final message you want to give to the world about Ryan Garcia and the fight coming up?
Well, buy the pay-per-view. You know, it's not often that we get these kind of fights. This is like once in a decade type of fight. You know, both kids are amazing in and out of the ring, and you should go out and buy the pay-per-view because it truly is going to be a historic event. And you know, I think Ryan's going to win. You know, you got
knockout or UD?
Titans.
A knockout or UD? You got.
I think Ryan's going to stop him and I can go on for a long time to explain that.
Yeah.
I feel very confident that that's going to happen, but nonetheless, it will be a good fight. It's going to be a competitive fight. You know, Tank's a beast himself, so it's going to be great.
Yeah, should be a great night of boxing. But Lupe, thank you for talking to True School Sports.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.